side by side.
Yeah.
So what was the final red pairing?
So we did 2 reds side by side, both with a roast chicken. So we take half a chicken, separate the breast, and then take the bones out of the thigh and leg meat, and then we make kind of a sweeter chorizo style sausage out of those. That's got some smoky peppers and sweet peppers and spicy peppers, and garlic, of course. And then we stuff that under the skin and then roast that. So you get a really nice layer of like sausage with crispy skin on top. And then we served it with some mayacopa beans in a broth made with chicken stock from the bones, the roasted bones of the chickens, and then a fennel sofrito, and then a bunch of aromatics. And yeah, so I mean, the stock takes a couple of days to make, so again, you've got all those layers, and same thing with the sausage. But also nice to have something that's hearty, but still light enough in flavor, I hope, to not overwhelm the wines.
No, and I think that we were serving 2 wines. We were serving the Pico Largo, which is a single vineyard Garnacha, and we were serving a Colección, which is a single vineyard Tempranillo Cencibel. So which are both very different in style. Because the Garnacha is a much lighter red, kind of towards the style of the Pinot Noirs, where the acidity is more present. Both wines are aged in oak, so they're more fuller-bodied wines, and the Tempranillo is the probably more classic in the sense that it's more structured, more full of body, much more concentration, wine aged for a year in 300-liter oak barrels. So I think what was interesting for people was to actually see how the 2 styles of the wine were so different, but at the same time, they combined very well with the dish, because it was, it was a roasted. I mean, it was a chicken. We're not talking about steak, so that was great for the garnacha. But at the same time, I think that the chorizo made it a bit more intense for the Tempranillo. So and the beans. It was good to have that comparison, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice too, because like it's easy to get very dogmatic about pairing, and at the end of the day, you can kind of, I mean, there's certainly a lot of ways you could go wrong, but with a lot of these wines, you can kind of do what sounds good,
I thought it was good. I thought it really showed very well, and for me that combination of the chorizo with the chicken was very interesting, because it had both kind of intense and lighter meat. I think that was awesome.
What would you do? How would you do this at home if you were going to do some of these components?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would just maybe do it in separate them out a little bit. I think you could chop up some fennel and onions and garlic and chorizo and saute that all together. And if you wanted to chop up chicken thighs, if you wanted a grilled breast or a whole roast chicken, I think you could still make a really hearty layered stew in a much easier way at home.
Or, in Spain we also we make the chorizos al vino, cooked, like you cook the chorizos with wine.
Oh, cool.
It's like kind of a reduced kind of wine. And
like a red?
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Sounds delicious.
So you could always do that too.
I was just thinking of a mixed grill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chorizo and a chicken breast, and then you have this wine. I feel like your chorizo, you think about chicken, you maybe don't think about a red wine with any oak, but the addition of the chorizo gives you sort of license to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, but if you're also drinking like a garnacha, which is way lighter, with a roasted chicken, I thought that was also a nice combination. So
yeah.